Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. On this episode, we're going to be installing a 13.1 inch head unit. The factory head unit is just boring, tiny, and just not fun. So this is the head unit I went with. It's all wrapped up still. It was packaged very well. This is the, I guess, instructions, tells you what it comes with. See if it'll focus in, there we go. And the user manual. So yeah, this is the installation packet. And these are all the different harnesses it comes with. We'll break this all apart one by one as we need it. I believe there's 2 harnesses in here. We only need 1. But we'll go ahead and start tearing the truck apart. We'll set up the camera and show you. I do know we got to take the glove box out and run a T in there up to in the center. And then we have to access the steering column to connect into the steering controls. First thing you want to do is disconnect the negative terminal on the battery. There's a lot of electronics in these newer vehicles, and to be safe, we'll disconnect the battery. Next, we'll pop off this cover. Set that out of the way. Comes with a plastic wedge tool already. Disconnect, whether you have them or not, you'll still have to disconnect. These are for the seat warmers. I don't know if you can see that. You just squeeze the clip, pull it out. And as you can see right here, you can see where all the clips are for the factory colored bezel. Let me grab the 7mm to pull out the 4 7mm screws to take off the radio. There's one in all 4 corners. I'm going to save those screws and put them back in the hole in case I ever need to put the stock unit back in if there's an issue with the other unit. It has 2 clips, 1 on each side, so don't be scared to pull on it, pop it out of place, then disconnect the clips in the rear. And then you got the clip for the AC. Set this aside. You'll be pulling the AC out from the back out of this to put in the other unit. I just went ahead and set my stuff at the bottom of the table for now. We don't need the screen yet. Next, we'll go ahead and why not look at the instructions. What they did was they pulled the bevel off, pulled the radio out. All right, just like I did. Next, we're gonna remove the dash. It's got 4 T15 screws. So we'll go ahead and pull the dash apart next. the harness that we'll need. That way we can go ahead and grab that. Looks like it will be, see if it'll focus. I don't have Bose, but it's the reverse camera that's gonna go in there next. So we'll grab that harness out of the pack of everything. And it tells you on the front of this paperwork exactly, oh, let me get out of that light, exactly what everything is. So we're gonna be looking for, that's the steering wheel adapter. There's the reverse camera adapter we want. So we'll go ahead and pull it out of that bag. That way we have it set aside, and then we'll start taking that dash apart. Before we do the glove box, the reverse camera T, where you intercept in between the harness, we're gonna go ahead and pull out the CD player. Just 2 7mm screws, one on each side. I'm gonna put them back in place just in case you need them. Have a pair of screws at the top and then a set right here. All right, all the screws are out. There was 2 at the bottom. Pops out. It has a clip on each side. Now the bottom one's out, we can take the top one out, and we'll just set these aside. This one has a USB port we need to unplug, and it just pops out as well. Just like that, it's out. Set this aside as well. This is the harness we're going to need to retain the factory backup camera. Let's go ahead and see where we put this. Set up a light, that way we can see. All right. So this plug, you look up under here, this very first plug right here, we will unplug it like this. And then this one, let me take the tie off here, one-handed. I'm sure we can do this. All right, not so bad. If I was going the right way. All right, I got it. So this harness, let's get that camera up there to show you. This just plugs right into where that one would. No, that's in my way. Here, let me get this a better view. One-handed's not so easy. Oh, I have it upside down, that'd be why. It goes in with the clip up. I was trying to put it in with the clip down. All right, that's clipped in. And we'll do this one-handed, I'll try to. This harness just plugs right into there, and then we'll tuck it, okay. We'll tuck it neatly out of the way. I'll put the camera back to where I don't have to hold it, to where I can have both hands. Next is the steering wheel controls. It comes with multiple options. I'll be using the plug that says Silverado. These are two different size plugs. My truck uses this one, so this one will be set aside. So we gotta take the knee booster, tilt lever, and the bottom cover off. And we take the cover off with the pry bar. Well, the plastic pry. So again, we'll go ahead and get started on that. We'll show you how we do that. We'll go ahead and this just pulls right out. Let's see if it'll focus. I don't know why. There we go. Wiggle a little and yank it. That comes right out. That way we can take this bottom cover off. But we're also going to take this foot booster off, the knee booster, I mean. Once you get the two screws at the bottom off, this should just pop out. Pull up towards the steering wheel. Out it comes. This you can just set down on the floorboard as you're accessing under the steering wheel. Now that I already have the tilt knob out, you may have some screws underneath here that hold these together. I don't. So I can go ahead and wiggle my wedge tool in between the two plastics on one side or the other. Once you start getting one side, the other side will come. And just like that, it's off. Set it out of the way. This is where this harness will pigtail into. It's gonna plug in there, and then this plug will plug into that. And then the wires, only one will be used, will be routed up through there like we did the audio plug from the other side. So because I can't hold the camera, we'll set it up and I'll get started on this. You don't have a whole lot of room in here, so you got to be careful. I don't know if you can see that from there, but I have the plug out. It's kind of tedious. All right. It's in though. What I like to do is run the wires kind of where they would go factory. Now, they get ran over here, like I said. Let's see where we can stick a finger or arm. This is what it looks like after I got done. I just looped it around up in there. This is the factory plug, and the other one is just like S. It's like an S. So it'll just sit up under the cover and be fine. I routed these up through there, and then I'll zip tie them to this brace so they don't actually accidentally get caught up in the linkage. So that's everything for the instructions. It's up to you, aka us, to finish the rest. There's that. There's the steering we just did. Here they pull out the old CD player, and then they go ahead and pull out this unit. And you can see the AC from the factory unit clips into here. But we'll get to that later because we have to hook up the antenna, the USB port that connects into the factory harness, the chime speaker, an extra USB port, I'll put that in the glove box, and the microphone. And the microphone is what we're going to tackle next. We get to pull down this corner of the headliner from the overhead console all the way to there, as well as the pillar cover. Starting with the overhead console, there's this centerpiece. You can lightly pop that down, and that just comes down like so. You'll have to pull your harnesses out. I might have to get a tiny screwdriver for this one. And for this one, I don't recall. Yeah, there we go for the side. Oh, that's wonderful. That clip just broke. Shredded. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to find another replacement one of those pieces. Wonderful. All right. It looks like this light, the clip to it, decided to break. So I'll look up that part number why I have this out, and we'll go find that piece. So next you have a small Phillips head for 2 screws. And then this console piece will pop down. Oh, they're not Phillips, they're stars. Torx keys. T15. And then you got 2 clips in the front. And then a harness And then we set this aside. Next, we'll take this off. There's a cover right here. That way you can see better. It's a cover. And then 3 stars. T, Torx 15. You don't want to just pull this away. You have power to your mirror. So you want to disconnect the clip in here. Just like so. Pop this guy off. With these, you've got a clip on the inside you've got to release before you can pull it out. Then you can just pull it out. The clip slides into there. It's this weird little guy. All right, now that that's done, we have this guy to pull off. Got a little tab right here. Might have to go get a tiny screwdriver, or you can use the tip of this plastic wedge. Once you get it open like that, another T15 Torx. Okay, next, we have 10 millimeters up here on these. They got covers just like this guy. And again, I might have to get a screwdriver. Oh, got that one. Got that one. And the handle will hold itself by those. I believe it's 10, it might just be a 7. Nope. That's an 8 millimeter. Just like that's off. Now your headliner. Well, except for the screw that I snug back in because I didn't want it to fall. The screw itself, I didn't want to lose it. And now it's out. So now, our headliner is off. Now that that's down, we'll go ahead and route the microphone. The stock microphone, I'd love to put it where it's at, but the microphone and this sandwiched together and you'd have to drill that out and do a lot of extra work. I'm gonna stick mine up tight here above the mirror hidden from the wiring. Now that that's tucked and set right where I want it, I'll get this wire started. And then make sure the wire is where I need it. The antenna is the black plug. You unplug it. Then you have your antenna for the back of the radio. I am going to stuff it out of the way. Next one is this little guy. Nope, not that guy. Oh, I unplugged it. It's this one. Plugs into this plug. And it doesn't clip into it, so I'm actually going to tape that up with some electrical tape. These are the factory USB ports in the console. So we're gonna just slap some tape around it to keep it from coming apart. Now that everything is in, I'm leaving all of everything I tore apart until this is tested. But the harness has a green plug and it connects there. Then you unplug this one and it connects into the harness next to it. And then they plug in. You unplug the black one to plug in the antenna, like I said, and stash it away. Then you unplug this one. This goes to your factory USB wire, and that's tucked out of the way. So next, we'll take this, the climate control, off the factory one. You can see these little tabs. Can't do it one-handed, but you'll lightly lift up on this, move that tab, lift up, and work it all the way around. And then it clips into this one. We'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll start installing it. Just like that, it's out. We need to go ahead and, like I said, pop it into place, and it just clicks right in. But before I do that, you need to take the clips off of the factory bezel so you can put them on the new radio clips everywhere they go. So I'm going to do that now real quick. Now we have everything together. AC's on it. We can start plugging everything in. It's in. All that's left now is to go ahead and put everything back together. I'll do that real quick. You just do it in the reverse order that you took it out. All right, let's see how it is. Steering controls work. All right, all done. There it is. Looks good. I'll go in and adjust all the settings, change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit, add the date, the time, set up my phone for CarPlay. We already know and verified steering controls work. I'll go ahead and test it out with a phone call and everything. But that's it. That's how I installed it, and pretty much everybody else can. I really hope this video helps you. If it does, or even if it doesn't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching.